One of the best lessons I learned as a new parent and as a new mom was that our kids deserve respect. I grew up with parents who were raised in the generation of kids are to be seen and not heard. We were treated as such. And I think a lot of us can relate to that. I don't think that was just a me thing. I think it was like a generational thing. When I heard that, I was taking some parenting classes. Miss Kim, and when she said that, it was honestly, I feel like it was easy to treat our kids some kind of way because they were just a kid, if that makes sense. They don't know anything. We forget that our children deserve our respect as well. And again, we do need to be firm and we do need to be consistent and all the things, but we can do all those things without being disrespectful to our children, like without belittling them and putting them down and making them feel like less than or whatever. That's not to say that you have to coddle them and be like, oh, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Remember that your children do not deserve to be treated disrespectfully just because they're a child. That they are still a child of God. They're God's child first and foremost. Then they're yours. He gave them to you. You're responsible for them, but He loves them just as much as He loves you. And if you keep that in mind, that they're a child of God first, and then they're my child, and I have a responsibility, I need to be careful on how I treat God's child. And that just because He's given them to me to raise and be responsible for doesn't mean that I can treat them any kind of way, because ultimately God's going to hold us accountable for how we treat our children too, right? Like, it's like if you were the parent and you gave your kid to somebody, and I know this might be a little bit different, but to a babysitter, and you knew they were treating your kid some kind of way, how would you feel about that? They're disrespecting your child. How would you feel about that? It's just not okay to treat kids a certain way.